Love and light.
We are divine couple, and we are here to assist humanity in creating harmonious relationships, families, and a solid society with the divine feminine and the divine masculine archetypes through channeling and personal experiences.
It's time to rise, people of the sun, because
Together we rise and synchronized we thrive. Rah! Ça, c'est bon.
On l'essaye.
Love and light. So, in today's video, we talk about
It's a live with Marlene from Mars Plus on
Yes.
Instagram. Second live with her. And about the divine masculine and a lot around that.
yes, exactly. So we talked about a lot of different topic. It was really interesting, but it was mainly about how can we make sure that the divine masculine thrive. And when you say divine masculine thriving, you definitely say that the divine feminine is thriving as well. So it was just a way to show how we can thrive and synchronize because
Together
we rise and synchronize, we thrive.
So enjoy the video.
Welcome, Earth Angels of the Light. In today's segment, we're going to be talking about the divine masculine, and we're going to have a special guest coming on. Welcome, everyone. This is an amazing topic about the divine masculine, and our special guest will be coming on. Welcome, Earth Angels. Let's see. Hello, beautiful souls. I love it. Hey!
Hey,
How are you guys?
amazing, and you?
I'm doing really, really good. I'm so happy to do this with you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, us too.
Likewise, yes.
Like a few months after when we were supposed to do it the first time, and then now it's like,
Yeah.
Now it's a divine timing always.
Yes, divine timing for sure. I'm so excited. How are you guys doing with these energies?
well, it's been a roller coaster of emotions, but we're amazing. I mean, I guess after a while you learn how to surf on any wave that come your way, and it becomes almost, it's weird because pain almost become joyful because you know that when you feel pain, there is definitely a breakthrough coming up. So for me, my mind is like, oh, okay, this is a difficult time. Something good is coming. So I'm still in pain. I still don't, it's like, but on the same time, my mind is like set up like that now. I know something good is happening. So the energies has been
Oh, in every direction.
intense
Yeah.
in every direction, intense in the good, intense in the
Challenges.
challenge
Yeah.
side, but at the end
It's worth
everything
it
is a miracle.
because you're growing. You're going to become more. You're becoming that person that you want to be. Even though, yes, it's like you said, it's a hard moment, but you're like, it's for a reason. And I'm looking at the end of the tunnel and looking at that light, like it's there. It's just I need a couple more steps to get out of this. Like I love that. I love that.
Yes. I guess this is how we.
A lot of learning, a lot of learning lately, as always. So and also a big shift in mindset.
Yeah.
So always analyzing and keeping our mind flexible. to be able to just change the direction whenever it's needed and whenever we feel the need to do so. So yeah, major shift in mindset for this summer. So all good, yes, all perfect.
Yeah.
I love that. I know a lot of us are upgrading, and I know a lot of divine masculines are upgrading as well. We should
Thank
go
God.
into that a little bit more. What do you guys feel about the divine masculine and how it's heading right now?
Just give me the
Oh,
lighter.
the
I wanna.
lighter?
Yes, I
Yeah.
forgot. I see a sage, and I forgot that I forgot to light mine.
It's okay. I did it for all of us. It's like,
Ah,
I
yes,
already
of
have.
course.
Yeah. So yeah, the divine masculine. I like what I see around. I see some males stepping up and
Yeah.
starting doing the work. I think the message is going through. So I'm optimistic, and I like what I see. Of course, I would like to see more, but I mean, everything is always perfect. But it's
Divine timing.
divine timing as always. So yeah.
Ouais, là, marche plus.
I I definitely agree with that. I feel like they are stepping up, and there's a lot of them doing the work. But I feel like it's also the energies that are coming in right now. It's allowing them to open up a lot more and feel that love within themselves, and they're able to portray that love within them. So they're giving that to other people, and it's like such a fresh outlook on society as a whole, but also on divine masculine, because they are growing, they are going into the right direction. They are, I got a message from the Galactic Federation, and they said they are waking up at a rapid pace. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's good news. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So
this is how we feel as well, and around us we see it more and more, and we see that it's a common topic now.
Yeah, divine masculine is a big topic.
So it's like
it's spreading.
It's spreading. At first, it was like all we were hearing was toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
That's all we were like, because every man that was some type of was toxic, or the men were like beta, and now it's like, okay, can we upgrade from that and create a divine masculine? And this is what we're seeing, and the men are actually learning the female mindset.
That's important to
if you want to be happy,
yes.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yes, it is.
That's not for any reason.
Yeah.
It's because the female holds the emotional status of the relationship. So if the female is happy, she will spread joy.
Hey, Jenny.
A frustrated female will spread, because we are emotional creature. So happiness come through us. Life come through us, And I don't know if you ever saw the symbol of wealth, but the symbol of wealth is like a reverse triangle. I'm trying to do a reverse triangle now. A reverse triangle, and on top of it is the infinite sign. So you can see that wealth, abundance, and everything that you want, creation, comes in the form of the womb, the female. Eternal abundance through the female. But if the male doesn't understand that, there is a lot that's coming from the female, and if the female is protected and safe, then the divine masculine can thrive. If we are trying to fight that, there's something missing in society. So, and also the way, this is a really huge topic, because this is the female side, but the divine masculine, when he gets that, this is when he becomes divine, because he becomes whole. He's not only masculine, he's divine masculine, and divinity is both poles.
Yeah, there is a big step between alpha and divine, so it's huge to understand that to a deeper level.
Yeah. So we went through that rabbit hole.
No, it's good, because I was actually getting that message before coming on, and they were telling me that specific message that a man's supposed to uplift the divine feminine, and not push her down. So any information that a woman will say, like, hey, I don't think we should go that way, we should go this way, a man should say, yes, like, kind of like my queen, you know, I'm going to follow your lead because you instinctually know where we should be heading. And vice versa, masculine should be like, let's do this together. I'm here to support you, not push you down and say, no, your ideas are wrong. But it's coming into alignment between both of them.
Yeah.
But once you know that masculine, he has your back, it's like you're gonna go tenfolds for that man or that divine masculine because he has your back 100%, and you're like, all right, I'll give you the world because you deserve it.
You are infinite abundance.
Yes.
You are just waiting to be in the right environment to give that. Yes. You are in your body like a portal of everything that can come into matter. Yes. So I mean, it only makes sense to work together. The male is a natural leader, but the woman is a natural advisor. And a king should have the best advisor. And when you look at the king's life, they would always have a high priestess that they would go through to know the future, to know what's coming. Because female, we have this intuition.
That was I was about to add that when it comes to emotional intelligence, I mean, I have the best.
You're like, I can't ask for anything else. Like,
thank you. But you know, when you are in a harmonious relationship and you find somebody that can respect you equally, the female thrive. And it's not because I haven't been told in my life that I was crazy or badass, you know, like an alpha, you know, I would, you know, finish my life with cats, because I was strict in my mindset and I knew exactly what I wanted and the way that I wanted. I'm a very strong female, and guys usually don't like that unless they are really strong themselves. Yes. So he can see it just because he is strong and I am strong, and then I talk to him, he talks back to me, and we listen to each other. Of course, sometimes we have big heads, so we are stubborn. You know, we are like alpha male, alpha woman, so we are stubborn. But there's always that our money is the most important thing.
It's the ultimate goal is to live in harmony, in love. So so it's always it's a question of balance. Balance is key in everything. It's to balance all those energy, the ego, everything, just to be healthy in every aspect, body, mind, and soul. Yeah.
But what should I think the question today was how to, the first time it was like lay down what is the divine masculine, right? The first, and now I wrote it in a question, but we can go a different way, of course. But how can the divine masculine thrive? And if the divine masculine is thriving, it means that the female is thriving as well.
Yes, you know? We are definitely thriving.
It goes with it. And the real question is, how can we make sure that we can spread that to others? I don't know what is your point of view on it, but how can we spread it to others? Is it just by being, or is it a template? Because even in my mind, I'm trying to find ways to show that,
to convey that,
to people.
For me, I pulled a couple of cards just for this specific topic, and these are the chakra points of your system. And one of them is your third solar plexus. So if the divine masculine doesn't have the confidence I think that's one of the key points here is they need to have that confidence. So by them striving into this society, this world, because it is a society, they need to have that confidence within themselves and stand
Yeah.
up for their truth, stand up for their strength, stand up for their beliefs, and not be afraid to step up and say what they need to say. Because right now in, I don't know, like school systems or whatever the case is, they're trying to suppress masculinity, especially when they speak up and say, hey, I don't appreciate you treating me this way, so I'm going to step up. But if they don't have that confidence, then now there's a problem because they're going to be pushed down and pushed down.
Yeah, I resonate with that. And yeah, if I can add to it, for me, if I can give an advice, the real way to get that confidence back or to tap into it for the first time in your life is to confront your fears. Each time there is a fear, it's like wall of fires. You need to go through hundreds and hundreds of wall of fires. Every little things you have a fear or a challenge, something that you feel like doing, but there's something holding you back and you want to do it, but you're not, you have just to do it. And like that, it reprogram your brain like, okay, I did it. I'm not dead. Maybe it's not the best outcome that I wanted to achieve, but at least I took action and I got something out of it. And then you climb your way up one baby step at a time. But a baby step, like baby step can be a big wall of fire, but it will bring you to the next step. So it's just to cross those walls. As soon as there is one, if you wait 2, 3 weeks for that wall, sometimes you can wait a year for one wall or for one fear, or you can be stuck for even longer than that. So the sooner the better. So me, I don't fool around with that. As soon as, oops, I see something like, okay, a fear or something, I address it and then I move on to something else. So it's a very efficient way just to tap into that confidence.
I also have, I agree with that 100%, everything that that you're going through, because it's you at the end of the day. Like, you could speak for the divine masculine in that aspect and what you're going through and what is your struggles or what you accomplished or how you feel about certain situations and things like that. And that's good that you see that, because a lot of men suppress their feelings, so they're very heavy and dense. So when I go in the room with somebody that's super heavy and dense, it's like me, I'm off guard, like I just don't feel safe. Like, I don't feel safe around you. I just want to tell you, like, you need to release everything because you're so heavy with all your stuff. But I can't say that, you know what I mean? But like you said, the more that you don't use your words, the more that you keep them inside, the heavier that you are. To add to that, I have the fourth chakra, your heart chakra. It's saying generosity, to give, to be a giver, to show other men how you could give. So you are an example for the next man in front of you. Like, you are the leader. You need to set an example to be giving, because it will come back in return. But it's that, because a lot of men, they're like, if I give something, that means I'm weak, or if I give something, maybe they don't have the heart. But it starts there. It starts by giving your time, giving to homeless, like things like that. I feel like the more that men do this, the better off they will be. Or if you want to touch on that.
Sure. I have a lot to say about that, actually. It's a big important thing that you just mentioned, and you need to do it. Yes, I agree to be generous as much as your capability, but you have to be very careful because you can exhaust yourself. It is what happened to me at the beginning of summer. I just crashed, and now I learned. And so we took a break. The last live we did was with you about 3 months ago. So we took a time off, and because we just needed to rebuild our energy. Because we just exhausted it, because we gave, because Starseeds, many are very like big empath with big hearts, so we just want to help everyone around. But there's a way to do it, and I had to learn it to a deeper level again. Because when you just give, and you don't take the time for yourself, there that balance is can be very critical. So the name of the game is to build. At my understanding as of today is to build prana. So you have to build your energy to build, and then what you can like the excess or what you radiate, then you can share.
Mm.
That's key. But if you are like still struggling with things and starting to try to help everyone around, it can
You're
be
diffusing your energy. It's like whatever you're trying to manifest. If you're trying to manifest, I don't know, the love of your life, and then at the same time you want to be rich, and then at the same time you want to have the body of your dream, and then that's not the way we manifest. You manifest with one thing at the time that you focus on obsessively, and then everything around it will get better naturally because your vibration is spreading towards what you want. It's not I want everything at the same time. Everybody who went through manifesting school or any type of society knows that you need to focus on one thing at the time, and when you get to the mastery, then you can do a bunch of things. But I don't think I'm a master yet, but I'm going towards that. But
you are a master.
I'm not far, but I have to focus on one thing at the time, and this is how we give. If you are poor, you can give a little, but if you are rich, you can help a lot.
Yeah.
I love
so
that.
anyway, I want you to read the other card because that's
but in a nutshell, it can sound selfish.
No,
but
it's not.
It's not.
It's loving.
It's self-love.
Yeah,
So put yourself first. Rise. Focus on your ascension. Because we were just helping like as much as we could all around, but we lost ourselves into that process. So put yourself first on your ascension, and as you ascend and as you rise, you won't even have to speak. Just your energy, just your vibration will spread. So
it's just you being you.
Just be. Yeah, and that the ripple effect of that will be, we can't put a number on that, but will be exponential compared to you trying to help everybody around one by one. So
and they'll all come to you, flocking to you. You don't have to go out there and get it. They'll come to you for advice, help,
exactly.
and whatever it is. I love that.
And the good thing about what we are doing, like now lives, or now our focus is we have the YouTube channel that we're pushing more, is that you put all that energy like to produce a video or a live, so you give a lot of yourself, but it's there, and then people will get it when they will need it, because time is not even a thing. It's just an illusion to keep us trapped. Like it's just a control construct to control us. So time is not even a thing. So everybody will get that transmission, even if someone sees that in 2 years. I mean, it's now. So it's when they needed to hear it. So you
it's
put
whenever they're ready to accept that into their being, into their reality, and then they'll see it, because now they're aligned to that specific message, specific frequencies that their body it's good to upgrade, because you cannot upgrade until you're able to open to that specific frequency. That's why there is no time.
Yeah, and back to the basic, it's learning that I received, because now, like, I put that priority on myself. Now I'm in contact with more beings through channeling, like different teachers. And it's always like you receive the teaching when you are. It's when you are, then you receive the teaching. It's not because you want it or you need it. When you are.
No, they don't give a fuck about that. I'm sorry. I need it. Well.
You need it now.
Yeah, I want it now.
No,
No, no,
be
no,
it.
no. So when you are it, so when I understand something to a deeper level, and okay, now then they will break it down to me or to us, and then it's like, oh, okay, now I understand on a logical way, But you need to be that knowledge to receive that teaching. So yeah,
Yes.
That was the
Very,
giving
very good
part.
point. Yeah, it's like, no, you're not ready. You're not capable of sustaining this information within your subconscious, your mind. Like you're not able to do it.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh, you guys are
yeah.
like blowing me away.
Ah,
Thank you. And we
cool.
have amazing people on the live. I'm grateful, Alexander, Jenny, like people like,
Yes,
yes,
Really
I'm
good people.
grateful for those people around.
So the third one, you had another
yes,
card. I want to know.
yes. So the last card, and I did going up your chakra system, is your sixth chakra, so your third eye. So
Mm,
it's of imagination. So
Yeah.
whenever use your imagination. So this, I'm gonna read the card. I use my imagination as I pursue my dreams and wishes. I ask myself, what do I want? So what is it that you want? My thoughts create my reality at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level. I use this power to create a harmonious relationship between all of those levels. So I feel that, I resonate with that. What do you guys feel about that?
Well, I think that's the way that we have been applying everything in our life in the past 3 months more and more, but we always did it, but at a deeper level, because everything that we wanted, we're talking about the divine masculine, but it can be for anyone. We had to focus on what we really, really wanted. So let's say we are in a situation where both egos are like high because we have big egos, and but we use our imagination and we know what we want to see. What is the end result that we want? We want harmony. We want to thrive. We want to synchronize. What does it feels like to be synchronized? What does it feels like to be in harmony, in a harmonious, wealthy, life? And we had to focus on it, and then we are creating in a way that we would never thought possible, because everything is outside your radar screen.
Yeah.
Your radar screen is your eyes.
It's very tiny. You don't see everything around that.
You cannot see
attract.
nothing.
You
Yeah.
just see a little
You
dot
see in
the
front
radar,
of you.
but everything that is around the energies, you're not aware.
You see nothing. This is the reality. We see nothing that is accessible in the reality compared to what is really
around
accessible. Yeah. And we think that, how can I make this happen? Use your imagination and don't focus on the how, because it's impossible for you to know how. If you're trying to know how, it's because you trust. I'm going to say something that is counterintuitive. When you think too much about how to make things happen, it's not because you don't trust in the universe, it's because you trust too much in yourself. And that's counterintuitive, but let me just say this. When you trust yourself too much, you think you have to come up with all the answers yourself, and therefore you cannot believe it, because you need to put your trust in you, in your body. But your body doesn't, your mind, I'm going to say not your body, doesn't know much. But your third eye, your soul, knows everything. So you don't need to trust you, your body, my meat bag. That's not what I trust. I trust this. And when this tells me something, I'm like, yeah, but I don't see it around me. Don't try to see anything around you. Mm-hmm. It's not about seeing. It's about knowing that the universe will give it to you. So stop trusting yourself as if you have to have all the answers. But of course, that's counterintuitive because you need to trust yourself. But
it's that control. It's that control.
It's the balance. It's just the balance of it. Trust yourself enough, but don't put all your trust into your meat body. This is not where you should put your trust. Your trust should always be on your soul. And your soul is God. So, I mean, it only makes sense. And when you stop believing that you need to have all the answers, I got a transmission a few months ago, and they told me that I would create a product. And I was like, I have no way of knowing how to create the product. I'm not going to say what the product is because it's still a surprise, but now we are creating a product, but the product came to me. And in my mind, I was like, I do not have what it takes to create it. It's impossible for me to create it. I don't know how, but I didn't thought about that. I just let it on the side, and I allowed the universe to give me the answer. 2 weeks after, I had the answers given to me. Don't trust yourself, but trust yourself, but don't trust yourself. Trust the universe, and you are the universe, so you trust yourself anyway. But it's complicated, but that's another topic that we could talk about.
And the name of the game and all that also is to brainwave management, when you can get into theta state, into flow state. So you just disconnect your left brain and you just get into that flow state and things comes to you. So that's brainwave management is a big thing to work on and to master.
Yes.
There is different techniques. One of our mentor, Matthew David Hurtado, is very strong with that. So I learned a lot from him. So just throwing names out there for those who resonate, who want to dig deeper. He has a YouTube channel, Matthew David Hurtado. So this is one of our mentors.
And he offers one-on-one calls
we have
as well.
a one-on-one mentorship with him. So so that's very powerful. And also, like when it comes to manifest as well, there is like, it's how like to condense all your energy and all that, but I don't want to too much expand on that because I'm still learning a lot. So it's I'm beginning more on my alchemist path because I'm really into alchemy. So now I receive teachings about that. So, but I'm not ready to speak too much about it or to teach because I'm still in my early phase of that. So.
But that will come.
That will come for sure. Yeah, we're just getting started here. It's just a big party starting. I mean, it's
amazing. Like dipping your toes into a amazing subject.
Yes. And something that I want to mention is like I just realized that it's about like, I don't know the exact day, but about 1 year now that we are in touch, let's say, with the love beings, that we are into the channeling. So it's about a year now. So that's a very cool milestone.
Milestone.
Milestone, yes.
I love that.
So when you look like back the past years, like, wow, it's massive. It's massive because me, before all that, like we are together like about 2 years ago now that we started a relationship, that we met. And what a change, you know, when you.
But we digress.
Yeah, we digress, but I just want to. Yeah, but I just want to. That first anniversary, so that's we are progressing. It's beautiful.
Happy love being anniversary to us.
That's amazing. That's kind of the same amount with me and Metatron too. It's about it's a year, a little bit past a year in a couple months. So it's the same for me. So which is amazing.
We see that there is a big plan going on.
Plan.
So so we see like different star seeds getting those activation at a similar time and all that. And now we're here a year after talking about that. So it's a beautiful process.
It is.
It's magic.
Yes, it is. It's like we're all connected in that type of way. We're all in it together, but it's different levels of it because people that are awakened more, they're on certain levels, and then you graduate to a different level and you keep graduating, and then you know all the other levels and what they're going through as well. So now you have that knowledge that it's within yourself to help others. And that's amazing because we're all here to help one another. But like you said, if you haven't helped yourself, if you haven't done the work, then you can't give that to somebody else because you're not full fulfilled, you're not able to be of assistance to humanity because you haven't done that inner work in loving yourself foremost.
Yeah,
So
and
Absolutely.
also back to building your prana. That is key. There's many ways to build your prana,
Yes.
many ways.
Yeah.
So find whatever is best for you, whatever it is, but build it. That's key. That's the gold. And your energy
radiate
is your
it.
highest current. It is the gold. And then we can share like what we're doing now in this live. It's an energy exchange. It is an energy exchange. So
Dancing.
when I come here, I want to bring my best energy to the table. I don't want to come like a
An empty vessel
an empty
cannot give
vessel.
anything
Yeah,
to nobody.
yeah,
If you're empty, what are you giving?
yeah.
Your emptiness? No, thank you.
No,
Keep it to
Yes.
yourself.
Yes. There's
I don't want your empty
nothing.
to give. If there is nothing, don't give. That's the point. And it's the same with in a relationship. If you have not worked on yourself, into loving yourself, into being committed to your growth and yourself, how can you be committed to someone else with different perspective, with a different culture? You're gonna clash because it's gonna be you're not used to loving yourself enough to go to the end of it, to work through your fears, work through the difficulties. And that is the greatest thing that you can have in a relationship or for a divine masculine is to go through any wall of fire. If we have a communication problem, we go through that wall of fire together. If we have a, I don't know what problem, go through that. You have to be solid enough. You have to have muscle mind enough to, or balls, or prana,
yeah.
call it the way you
Gold.
you can say it the way you want it. You need balls to go through ascension process.
You need a lot of energy.
It takes a lot of balls, a lot of energy, a lot of commitment
Yes.
to yourself, because
drive.
sometimes you just want to give up, you want to chill and do nothing. And just be like, everybody is having an easy life. Why can't I just do nothing and just, well, if you want to be basic,
it's a choice.
It's a choice.
It's free will. You don't have to do that. It's free will.
And it's not because I compare myself to others or others are better. It's not about being better. It's about being my better version.
The best version of yourself.
It's not about who is doing what. But if you are with a divine masculine and a divine feminine that will do whatever it takes to get to their highest version, this relationship is a safe relationship, and it's a relationship that even if there is up and down, you know that you will always survive because you never give up on yourself. Because that's the truth. A winner never give up on itself. You will never.
You can fall, but you always get up.
Yes, you will fall.
That's it. But it's part of the game.
When a man has that, I directly put him in a divine masculine type of mindset. When you have that and you want somebody that is in the same frame of mind, and you respect your queen and the queen respect the king, you are in a divine couple. You are with a divine masculine, you are with a divine feminine. It's quite simple. Just work on yourself and never give up. And in a loving way, full of love. Love is the base of everything. You can be rich and have all you want. If you don't have love, I'm sorry, but you have nothing.
And you mentioned communication. I just want to put that highlight. Communication is key. So the more we progress into our path, the more I realize how much communication.
And Jesus said, the one that can control, I don't know exactly how, but the one who can control his mouth can control everything.
Control his reality.
And mouth is your communication.
As we speak, we create.
How are you speaking about yourself? How are you speaking about the love that you have? Are you speaking about things? How are you
Sorry, like
communicating?
my phone is gonna turn off.
Oh,